So this 7-year-old boy really wants to eat people. He's in class daydreaming about this, and he starts noticing his classmates' legs, and it looks tasty to him. So tasty that he has the urge to bite into it. By the time he turns 24, his cannibalistic urges intensify. He starts obsessing over tall Western women, which is the exact opposite of his own tiny frame. The problem is, he's living in Japan, where finding his ideal tasty victim is nearly impossible. Then one day, he finally spots a tall, blonde German woman walking near his grandmother's building. He begins tracking her movements, mapping her schedule, and studying her habits. He learns something crucial. On hot nights, her bedroom window stays partially open. The plan is simple. Slip inside, cut off a piece of her flesh, and finally satisfy this craving. He scales up to her window and slides through while she sleeps, but something goes wrong. She randomly wakes up and screams. She's bigger and stronger, so she throws him backward onto the ground. Panic floods through him, and he scrambles out. The authorities grab him, cuff him, and haul him in. They charge him with assault, but his father is extremely wealthy and bails him out. The charges vanish, and his record remains pristine. 4 years go by, and he relocates to Paris. He's 28 now, supposedly pursuing doctoral studies, but his desire to eat people still hasn't gone away. Now he's in Europe, where tall Western women are everywhere. He hires sex workers and brings them to his apartment. He waits for them to turn their back, then grabs his rifle and points it at their head, but he can't pull the trigger. He's terrified of the consequences. Night after night, he tries and fails. This goes on for years. Then everything changes because he meets this woman named Renee Hartevelt. She's a literature student from the Netherlands, gentle, warm, and devoted to poetry, 5'10", towering over his small stature. He begins cultivating a friendship with her. It starts casually, with classmates, exchanging pleasantries, then sharing coffee, then comparing notes. Eventually, they're preparing meals together while reviewing for exams. Renee grows comfortable around him, completely unaware of the darkness brewing inside his head. June 11th, 1981 arrives, and he extends an invitation. Come study at his place. She'd fallen behind on a poetry translation project, and he offered assistance. She accepts, settles into a chair at his table, and becomes absorbed in the work. He slips away from the room, and when he returns, the rifle is in his hands. He approaches silently from behind, and the barrel rises to meet the back of her skull. He applies pressure to the trigger. Click. The mechanism fails, and the gun jams. Renee remains oblivious, so deeply concentrated on her translation that she registers nothing. 2 days pass, and another invitation comes. She returns to the same chair, the same table, continuing the same assignment. He excuses himself from the room, retrieves the rifle once more, and advances toward her from behind. But this time, he pulls the trigger, and no misfire. Renee is unalive. Full story on channel and linked